Well, the wokeites are at it again, and this is a news story that was clipped here. I've not actually read the news story, but it looks like there's a teenager charged with attempted murder after transgender girl stabbed 14 times at party. Well, stabbings are bad, and that kind of violence is ridiculous, and of course, oh gosh, I really am going full you boys act today. I'm super sick. There's a reason I'm off camera and doing this before we get into this. I've got like a massive fever and a terrible cough. I don't know what it is, like cancer AIDS. I might be dead tomorrow. I promised Tom from Midnight's Edge that I'd be giving him my Star Trek comic book collection if I die. So hopefully he enjoys that. All right. Hi, hit the like and subscribe button. I do the work here, guys. I'm working hard. Even though I'm sick, I got to bring you guys the news. The news doesn't rest for anybody. And this is a wild sort of deal. They call it an alleged hate crime. We don't know if the person was stabbed because they're trans or whatever. That's all like in somebody's head. I mean, it could have just been two people fighting, and we know that like transgenders are mentally ill. Maybe even started it. We don't know, but nobody should get stabbed. I definitely am not in favor of stabbings. So I feel for the person, and sorry you got stabbed. I hope you're okay. I really do. Now get some help. And so, of course, the wokeites are going really crazy about this. They're blaming JK Rowling. I don't know who this Erin Reed is. This is a independent LGBTQ journalist. She's been posting stuff like this for a long, long time. And this person has 200,000 followers on Twitter. And that's all she does is just like rage bait, angry. And that's the whole deal right here. And if you look at what's going on here, you've got the whole deal. This is Alejandra Caraballo, S-queer from Wired and Slate, pronoun she, her. Of course, this is another Access mainstream media person. And look at how gross this person. JK Rowling, Rishi Sunak, and the broader British media have blood on their hands. They fermented and incited this hate. The hate against JK Rowling is actually the scary thing. I mean, I hope she has great security because these people on the internet go so ballistic, and it's all because of Harry Potter, right? If you look at these people grew up like being like, what's your Hogwarts house? I'm a Hufflepuff. And they'd post that on Twitter along with their little pronouns, right? In your bio, you'd have your Harry Potter house. And then what's the INTJ, right? The introvert deal, and then the pronouns, right? That was the joke. But once JK Rowling came out and said, look, a woman is born that way, and she has a vagina. And that was a controversial statement, right? Where we had to get canceled. JK Rowling had to be canceled. Then they came out with the video game Hogwarts Legacy, and anybody who played it had to be canceled. These people incite hate like I've never seen before. Their entire business is inciting hate. And that's the real danger here. J.K. Rowling doesn't want a 14-year-old stabbed. Never said anything like that. Has never encouraged violence. If you talk to J.K. Rowling, I'm sure J.K. Rowling would say, much like I'm saying, this is a terrible thing. Nobody should be out there stabbing people. That should be universally upheld. Now, I don't think that would happen in reverse. I think if J.K. Rowling, was in an incident like this from one of these activists who go crazy, I think all these people would be cheering it on because they're sick, all of them at the end of the day. And if you look at how they try to blame a person who just wrote a freaking Harry Potter book for a psychopath, or I'm gonna guess there's alcohol or drugs involved. Let's be honest. That's probably the actual culprit here, the actual thing to blame. But hey, let's ignore that for the Harry Potter lady. This is really inciting hate, and it's scary. I mean, it's scary to actually even report the news at all on the internet at all these days, because you got these psychopaths. I have people doing this to me all the time. I've had a guy just a year ago threaten to come here and stab me. And then I had a couple weeks ago, I got a call from Interpol. There's a guy in Australia who's a nut job who said he wanted to come to California and shoot me. So, this is the real danger is not calling out the fact that like it's not good for a kid who's like 18 years old to be taking hormone therapy and wrecking their lives. It is these people who incite violence. It's these people who actually are okay with violence as long as it's in one direction. It's really sick and sad at the end of the day. And of course, this was retweeted by Heather Antos, the not just the article about the sad incident, but this bit about JK Rowling. And why? Because Heather wants people who disagree with her dead. And that's exactly what it comes down to. She wants to focus blames on different people out there. We just did a video on Heather Antos's upcoming Pride Month anthology for Star Trek. If you don't think this is all like coordinated, that all these narratives are out there, like with the media and with the people who are producing, the books for IDW and Marvel and DC, I mean, you're not awake at this point. It's crazy. And there are whisper networks upon whisper networks at play here and at work here. And it's really sad to watch. All right. JK Rowling did nothing wrong. And I hope this tranny gets some help and is okay. And that's all we got to say for today. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to bed now. I feel terrible. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and bearing with me here as my thoughts are not as crisp as usual. But hopefully we'll be back to full strength in a couple of days. The news waits for no one. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.